What's up, guys? It's your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And in today's video, I'll be talking about why you shouldn't do drugs in the military. Let's get to the video. Alright, the first thing I like to do in all my videos is thank my supporters, thank my subscribers, whatever y'all call yourselves. I appreciate it because without y'all, I wouldn't be doing these videos. Alright, we started last year in August doing videos again when I had about 1,200 subscribers. Right now, I got 18 and some change. So I appreciate all y'all support and everybody that been holding me down since we started doing these videos back in August. Alright, so with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. Now, before y'all start getting all in my comments talking about drugs and talking about how much of y'all smoke and y'all do drugs and y'all get high and all that stuff like that, right? Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm not like the moral compass human being, whatever. But I am practical, I'm pragmatic, and I'm a capitalist. So I make decisions that affect my life, that affect my family, and affect my money. So when I talk about drugs in a negative connotation, I'm talking about them because of the things that they're going to affect as they concern me. Whatever you do in your own time or whatever you want to do with your life, go for it, bro. Do your drugs if that's your thing. I'm just not doing drugs, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to be doing them, especially while I'm in the military. So I could get on here and give y'all all the statistics about drugs and how 17,000 people have been forced out of the military since 1999 because of drug use, or how the Army's numbers have failed drug tests have increased by 38%, the Air Force's by 82%, and the Navy's by 46% of failed drug tests since 1999, right? I can give you all those numbers and tell you all the stats and all the messed up stuff that happens when you do drugs, right? But I know y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to know why it's not beneficial for you to do drugs in the military, right? And I'm going to tell you. So the number one thing that we do in the military and with most jobs is you're going to execute something, whether that be a mission that you got to go through, or whether you work at a hospital and you got to work on somebody's leg, or you got to work on somebody's body, or you got to go fix the technical manuals or some type of electric component, or you're actually in combat and you're fighting a war. All right, the worst thing you can do is show up in a position or show up to a job and you're not in your most cohesive state. All right, most drugs are going to alter your mind state in some aspect. So you don't want to show up to no job where your mind state is altered in that way, right? Especially if your life depends on it. So that's probably my number one reason why I don't do drugs and why you shouldn't do them when you're in the military. All right. The number two reason why I don't do them and you shouldn't do them is because they're expensive. All right. So depending on where you live and depending on what type of drugs you like, you're going to be paying a lot of money for those drugs. Like I know people that smoke marijuana and they spend between $200 and $300 a month on marijuana when they probably making only about $45,000, $50,000 a year. Now, like I said, I ain't going to judge. Do your thing. But that's expensive for me. I don't spend $400 a month on groceries and food to feed my family and my dogs, right? So I just can't see a world where I'm spending $500 on marijuana, and I might get caught up with it with my job. So that's another reason why I wouldn't. Not to mention, if you going up to the higher echelon drugs like the opiates or the freaking cocaine and stuff like that, you're going to be spending more money than what you're spending on reefer. Now, so I mean, that's another reason. That's probably my number two reason, because I'm cheap, man. I'm not about to spend a whole bunch of money on drugs. Not to mention, you got to go places that you normally wouldn't go to go get those drugs. Like, it's rare that you're going to find somebody in the middle of suburbia or somebody living on a military base that's actively selling drugs, right? Like, you're going to have to go into communities you probably don't live in, or you're going to have to go to a community that you probably don't want to go to. I'm from the hood. But that don't mean I just want to go to the hood to go cop drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to go back in nobody else's hood to go buy drugs. So it's going to put you in a dangerous position. And so you might lose money like that because you might get robbed. So you got to think about that. when you think to go do drugs. That's the number 2 reason why I don't do drugs, because I'm gonna save my money. All right. The number 3 reason why I do not do drugs, right, is because you're not gonna get away with it. And I'm gonna be honest. So a lot of people do drugs in the military. Got it. I know about a lot of people that have done drugs for years and they found ways to scam the system and stuff like that. But it's almost impossible. And I'll tell you why. If you're a constant drug abuser, number 1, you're gonna slip up. All right. Number 2, the military, and I'm gonna say the Army, because I don't know about other branches, but I know for a fact that the Army does 10% drug testing every month, right? So let's say you got 100 people in your unit. If they're doing 10% every month, at least 10 of those people are going to be randomly selected to do a drug test that month, right? You don't know if you're randomly selected to do those drug tests unless you're the person doing the drug test. Now, so you say, well, Big Bro Dre, maybe I can be the person that does the drug test. Even that's flawed, because so what they do for those people is they have them drug tested with other, maybe in another unit, or they have them drug tested under another person that can administer the drug. So you're not going to get out of it. Even if you manipulated the system and said, hey, I'm going to try to leave my name off the list from getting drug tested because I administer the drugs, you can't do it. How many months are you going to be able to do that? You could probably only do that maybe 2 to 3 months without somebody noticing that you are intentionally leaving your name off the list for drugs, right? So you got to take that into account of what you're doing and how it affects you. Not to mention, and this is my last point about drug use, because it's going to be a short video. I'm not going to make it real long. But it is a touchy subject that I probably elaborate on if I get some questions in the comments and people ask me about it. But I don't mess with it just because of these reasons. So everybody knows that when you smoke marijuana, right, it's supposed to stay in your system for 30 days, depending on how long you smoke it. The other drugs like cocaine, variations of cocaine like crack, or methamphetamines, stuff like that, may only stay in your system for between 2 and 7 days, right? So let's say most people smoke weed, so that's pretty much what I'm talking about. Let's say you smoke weed, right? And you only smoke it maybe 2 or 3 times. Depending on the potency of the marijuana you smoke, it could stay in your system longer than 30 days. A lot of people don't know that because they only hear the 30 days number. And if you smoking it every day, it's got a better chance of staying in your system longer. Also, another thing a lot of people don't know about it is, let's say you smoking and you fat, or let's say overweight, obese. Let's say over what your body fat percentage is supposed to be, which is probably about 23-24% body fat. That THC attaches to your fat cells a lot stronger than if you were leaner and in shape and you drank more water and you kept your lipids, your fat cells low, right? So that's another reason why you want to get in shape. Because if you is out here doing drugs, at least you got a better chance of not getting caught if you in shape. I'm just saying. But what I'm going to tell you, man, is that drugs, it just ain't a good look for you if you're in the military and you want to stay for a long time. If you plan on getting out and you really don't care, then go for it, man. Do your thing. But if you are actively trying to do a career in the military, you just got to find a way not to use it. I ain't going to use that Ronald Reagan BS talking about just say no. But because it's an addiction. If you're doing drugs and you can't stop doing them, it's because you have an addiction. So you should probably seek help. It'll be good for you to seek help. All right. So it's just one of those things. It's not a touchy subject for me because I've never been like a drug user, but it's something that get a lot of people in trouble, and I hate to see that, especially with this pandemic going on. I've been seeing a lot of people get in trouble for a lot of bullshit, BS. I'm trying not to cuss because these videos is about to get monetized, and I don't want them to take my videos off because I'm cussing. But that's my whole spiel on the drugs, man. I hope y'all watch these videos and keep supporting your boy, man. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate all you. I'm going to make sure I get to you guys' questions as well because I've been kind of slacking on those, man. I get a lot of questions. I am not going to make any excuses for not answering your questions, but I ain't going to apologize neither, man, because I'm busy. This ain't my job. Y'all know that. I got to go to work. I got to go to work later. So only reason I ain't at work today because I had some stuff I can knock out at the house. So with that said, I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate y'all support. Appreciate y'all keeping me afloat. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.